What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Off the Couch Boxing. I'm your host, Reckless Rex Ruger. That, of course, is the Alexis Arguello puppet. We, of course, are back with the most amazing and real boxing conversations anywhere on planet Earth. Legends, luminaries, world champs, and fighters on the come up. My guest is here. There he is. There's my guy right there, man. What's up?
What's going on?
And I'm pretty sure Benji's is going to jump on here, even though he hasn't been doing the episodes with me consistently. You're our guy, so I'd send him the invite. He should be jumping in here, man. What do you? All right, first of all, man, you're in fight camp right now, man. You look like you're relaxed. You look like you're ready.
I'm chilling. I got the metas on. I can talk you through the metas. Relaxing, man.
And now, for people that don't know, man, refresh people at what weight you do fight at, man, and then tell people what a fat ass you are right now.
So actually, right now I'm walking around. Like 155.
You'll be all right.
This fight was supposed to be at 135, my original weight that I fight at, lightweight.
Right.
And then the opponent called probably like 2 weeks ago, and he asked to fight at 140, and I said yes because right now, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like,
wait a minute, you're getting a little. Hold on, man. You're getting a little. Hold on, man. Hold on. You're getting a little pixelated.
What's that?
You're just you're getting kind of frozen a little bit, man. I don't know if it's our connection or what, man, but are you somewhere near a good internet connection?
I'm in my room at the camp, like in the gym.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. All right, man. So so this fight is gonna be at 140 pounds then.
Yeah, it'll be at 140 pounds plus one, so 140. That's what my last fight was at too. So I've been fighting at 140 and just bouncing back between 135 and 140.
And so it's August the 2nd, correct?
Yeah, August the 2nd. Yeah.
And so what do you know about your opponent, man? Like, when you're getting prepared for a fight, man, do you technically do a lot of the film watching, man? Or do you kind of leave it up to the team?
So what'll happen is, my uncle, he'll match everything up. He's my manager, he does all that. And then, he'll put a couple options out there on the table, and I'll send them to my coaches, and, they'll pick from there. And then I'll watch like a little bit of film just to see what I'm getting my hands, into, and just see what I'm getting into. And then you can never really go by off that because, like, you could see their style and stuff like that, but you can never plan how a fight's gonna go. You can work on things and stuff like that, but my coaches will kind of dissect them, and we'll find things that work really well. My coach Drew is real good at that, like picking things and seeing their weaknesses and stuff like that.
Yeah. And now, where are you right now, man? Where specifically is camp? How far do you travel?
So I'm down in York, PA. Let me see if I can flip my camera, man.
Okay.
Let me see something.
York, PA, man. Let's see how the future champ is living down there in camp.
Well, all right, man. Hold on. Let me see something. Hold on. All right. Well, this is my room, so I got my bed.
I like it. Keep it sparse. Right?
Like couch.
Right? Yeah.
Got the TV. Hold on. And then I open up my door, man, and
and there we are.
We're at the treadmill.
Yeah. That's what. That's
what's
up right there.
So
yeah.
So I drove. So it's about, from my hometown, it's about a 5-hour ride. So what I'll do is I'll spend like 4 days out here, drive back. I'll train with my coach Julio out here. Do a lot of strength training, like 3-a-day workouts, and then I'll go home and I'll do a lot of technical stuff with my coach Drew. And I'll take a day off and then come right back out here, pick it back up. I get a lot of good sparring out here.
Yeah.
Because back home you can't really get no sparring, and nobody wants, like, all the guys in Pittsburgh, they really don't want to come down. You got to go to them. It's like a one-way street, so you're constantly traveling. Here, you have Baltimore right by. You have, Philly's right there. You have Baltimore. It's kind of like you have Harrisburg. So, there's a lot of good work.
And for people that don't know, man, so this is fight number 11 for you, correct?
This will be fight number 12.
12. And so when do you feel like when do you feel like you're gonna be throwing your hat into the ring? I ask this a lot, man. Like, we do see guys now. I always use Keyshawn Davis as the example. Like, we see people fighting for world titles nowadays with a lot less fights. You know what I mean? Like, what's the timeline for you on when you feel like you'll be ready? 2026, 2027?
I think 2025, 2026, because I'm gonna I got one more 8-rounder in November. I'll fight again in November, do one more 8-rounder. Then after that, we're going up to 10s, and we want top level guys, and then so I think by 2026, 2027, that's like the perfect time. But by next year, though, we should be stepping it up and getting ranked in the this major sanctioning bodies and stuff like that, and looking for bigger opportunities.
And now, of course, talk to me about, man, what our role is going to be when Off the Couch Boxing is down there in the house, man. Tell people a little bit about what our role is going to be, because this is a big opportunity for us, man. We're excited.
Yeah, no, we're excited to have you guys down. We've built a good relationship over the past 2 years. You guys been having me on the show for a good past 2 years since you guys started, and we built a good relationship. So, what you guys will be coming down, just checking out the hometown. Maybe seeing what like a day in life is like for me, like during fight week, and then commentating the fights, covering them and seeing everything, and finally getting to see me in action, in person. So I'm real excited for you guys to come down and just experience it. It's gonna be a great night, and then you guys will be able to commentate, because it's 2 events in one night. You get the boxing, that goes first, then MMA,
right.
And then the cage is right next to the boxing ring, and how it's set up is so cool. Like, you're gonna love it when you see it. It's like the boxing. It's not like 2 events going on at once. Boxing will go on, and then they'll switch over. Yeah.
And so talk to me a little bit about what's going on down there, like in fight camp, man. Specifically, man, from the time that you had your last fight to now, man, are there specific things right now that you're trying to work on, man?
Yeah. So really, what we're gonna develop. I have all my.
There he is.
Boy. Yeah. Yeah. So I my boxing skills are there.
Right.
My conditioning, everything there is good. Just coming up, I never really had that thump, like to sit a guy down. And a lot of people would go by my old fights when I was 21 years old, 20 years old, and I'm over here fighting. I didn't have no grown man strength, so we're really focusing on strength and conditioning, and building my power up and focusing on that, because all the skills are there. My boxing IQ, all that's there. We really want to focus on that punch. And I noticed from my last camp, when I was sparring guys, and when I fought, I was a lot stronger. And my opponent actually said, my last opponent, he doesn't get stopped. Like, if you look at his record, he don't get stopped.
Yeah.
And after the fight, he was like, I didn't realize you cracked that hard. Just the reason why I took that fight was because I thought you couldn't punch. And a lot of guys are thinking like, this kid can't punch, and they're gonna find out.
Yeah. And so, And so it does make me feel good, though, man, that like you saying that to our audience and our subscribers, man, that we have built. And it's a pretty organic relationship, man. You know what I mean? We just kind of found you, dude. I'm always trying to keep my ear to the pavement, man, doing this podcast, man, trying to find young up and coming guys. I always tell people, I love having the OGs on here. Having legends on here is always a thrill. But having guys that are going to be the future of this sport really excites me. I love finding guys that want to come on here that are 10 fights, a 10-0, 11-0, 14-0. I love having those guys on here, man. That really gets me excited, man, because I'm probably looking at some of these guys come on here. You're looking at the next Floyd Mayweather. You're looking at the next Manny Pacquiao. You're looking at the next. You just never know.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we specifically like you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it instantly developed into this cool organic relationship.
Yeah, you're a good
Yeah, I
cat,
know.
bro. I fuck with you.
Yeah.
No, likewise, man. I got a lot of respect for you guys, and you guys just show, you guys show a lot of love, and it's appreciated. You guys show support and everything, and that that goes a long way.
And so with that being said, man, so we're excited about this, man. But tell people a little bit about the event, man. Yeah, I mean, like you've clued us in a little bit, like behind the scenes, man. But this is going to be like in your hometown.
Yeah, so it's in my hometown. It's August 2nd. It'll be at the Bayfront Convention Center. It's like the scenery down there. It's so beautiful. It's right on the lake, right on Lake Erie. It's so the venue's so beautiful. There's normally like a turnaround of like 12 to 1,400 people. It always sells out.
Yeah.
It's always jam packed in there. There's gonna be, I believe, 5 pro boxing bouts. There's gonna be me.
Are you the main event?
Yes, I will be the main event for boxing. Yes, there will be Matthew Acosta. He trained out of my gym at one point back home, my family's gym. He will be fighting Clifford Jefferson, and then 3 other people from my gym are on the card as well. So it's gonna be a busy night for my coach Drew. There's Maria Antunes. She's gonna be fighting. She's a female. She actually fought over there in Honduras for the Olympic team over there and stuff. And she was a real standout amateur. She's 1-0, and then Takir Bolden and Shane Alawahami from my gym. They're gonna be making their pro debuts. So we got 2 debuts and 2 other fights on the card. A female fight and then another fight.
And I'm glad to see
Who is that bomber or whatever? He looks like with them glasses on. He looks like that one bomber.
The Unabomber. He looks like the Unabomber. Yeah, he's the Unabomber down there. Well, listen, man, hey, like, before you hopped in here, he turned the camera around. He's living camp life right now. He's living down there like a prison inmate, like Marvin Hagler would do. Right?
Hey, I love it,
boy.
I love the isolation. Like,
yeah, you got to have it. You got to have it. That's taking it seriously. Marvin Hagler, man, like used to say, I mean, he's one of those old school cats that said, I'm isolating myself from the wife, from the kids. No one's calling me. I'm locked in.
Yeah, and that's the great thing. That's the great thing. Like being down here, I get away from because family members that want to call you up. You got to hear everybody's drama. You get pulled into all this stuff, and here, I tell people you got one chance to have me messed up, and you get the button until after my fight, because I don't gotta answer the phone. I don't gotta talk to you, but it's nice because I get the luxury of having peace out here, and I can just relax. I can just focus on boxing, just strictly boxing, and when I if I stop, when I go back home for 2 days, it's kind of hard for me to like fall asleep because I don't get that peace that I have here, you know what I mean? And so I actually fall asleep. And my fiance said, like, hey, you go to sleep later, like when you're at, like when I'm at camp, I go at like 9 o'clock at night. When I get there, I'll go to sleep at like midnight. It's harder for me to fall asleep, but like when I'm out here, I get better rest. I'm more relaxed, and because you're just not around BS. You don't have to deal with none. It's a lot more laid back. I like being away.
And now, do you feel like you're gonna eventually like outgrow like 140? Is it still easy for you to make it?
It's super easy for me to make 140. I can 135. It's still super easy. I think maybe like
you don't feel like you're being driven.
No, because I have a specific way that I cut my weight, and I worked with nutritionists, and they showed me how to do it, and how to actually make it and be smart about it. And I make it real smooth. I do a nice little water load. I tighten up my diet and stuff like that. Like right now, I'm walking around at 155, and I can make 140 no problem. Like I can pretty much eat whatever I want right now. When I make 140, I can eat whatever I want. When I make 135, I have to tighten it up just a little bit.
Yeah.
And then, it all works out. And that's 155 is me drinking 2 gallons of water a day and eating whatever I want. you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Now,
and
you
that's what helps
gotta
you lose the weight.
you gotta watch it though, because you're Italian, man. That's a slippery slope right there, man. Lots of good eats when you're Italian.
Yeah,
But
no.
God damn.
I wonder, do you feel like overjuiced at 155?
As far as like overjuice, like what do you mean? Too
Like, are you too swelled up? Are you too watery?
No, because I'm working out 3 times a day, so
You're sweating
you
that
know,
out.
in
Right.
Yeah.
this gym, so back in Erie, it's probably like, let's say it's 80 degrees there. It'll be like 92 degrees here. And then
Yeah.
inside this gym, it's like 100 some degrees inside the gym. So, I do my strength and conditioning in the morning. Okay. I drink a whole gallon of water during that workout. That's like an hour and 30 minutes long. I drink a whole gallon during that. And then I'll chill out for a little bit, go eat something. And then I'll come back relaxed. And then, depending on if I'm sparring later or if I'm going to be doing some bags and stuff like that, I'll put a run in. And so I'll run like 4 miles or something like that. Like go to the track and do sprints, depending on how my body feels. And then I'll relax, and then I'll go do bags and, do my boxing workout.
I want to know from you, bro, because I mean, I sent you the video of me kind of working that slip bag and shit. Like,
We're addicted to slip bags. I got one too. We're addicted.
where do you feel like where do you feel like is that where you work the most cardio? I mean, I'm not running, brother. I mean, I'm a fat mess, dude. I'm not running.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
Running's out. Running's out for me.
Or with my oldest son, he's 14, and we get some work in. You know what I mean? And I work that bag. I'm just curious, like from a boxer's perspective, where do you feel like that you get the most?
Minus the running.
So, minus the running?
Yeah. Take out the running.
Yeah,
We ain't
quit
doing
the
that.
running. Like something else.
The best, what gives me the, okay, so there's a drill that I do, and I'm actually going to do it tonight. It's 24 minutes. So, okay, it's 8 rounds straight, right?
Yep.
And it's 24 minutes. That's 8 rounds straight. So what I'll do, it's intervals. So you got the double end bag, then you have the heavy bag, and then I got a bag, and there's tires wrapped around it, like tires, like car tires. And what I'll do is I'll start on a double end bag, 1 minute. These are all 1 minute rounds, but it's 20 minutes straight.
Right.
Yeah.
So you'll start on a double end bag, reflexes slip, but you gotta really punch it though. And then that round will end, you go over to the heavy bag, just sit there and burn out fast, just
Blitz
fast
it.
straight
Yeah.
shots, no stopping, no letting up, just burn out. Then I'll go over to the tires and it's sit down on everything, hard shot,
Yeah.
hard right hook, tilt to the other side, hard left hook, but you're sitting down and you're taking your time. That round ends. You're right back to the double end bag. It just keeps cycling.
I love that, bro. I fucking love that.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah,
and then
like
we do intervals too on the heavy bag. So we'll kill it for a minute straight, but this part kind of involves running. So you'll be on the treadmill sprinting for a minute, then you'll hop off the treadmill, go over to the bag for a minute, and then you'll bag all out. Hit the bag.
Oh, I'll do that. Yeah.
He's in my face.
I'll definitely do that.
And it makes me more tiring because he's in my face yelling at me like a drill sergeant. And, I'm like, he's yelling at me, spit coming out of his mouth. He's yelling at me, and like the pressure's on me. He's yelling at me, but it's nice having that push from him, though,
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll blitz my heavy bag, and then I'll sprint down to the end of my driveway and back. I've always done that, man. I've always done that. But you know what's really? I'll tell you what's really been getting me though, man. Now across my yard, man, I've strung up like a slip line, and I love going from one end of my yard to the other, just underneath, working combinations. You know what I mean? Like, so it's going like the whole length of my yard. It's probably about like 50, 60 fucking feet of just like a rope.
That's good too. And another good one is like shadow boxing. Like sometimes, after
I do that with the egg weights.
Yeah, just shadow box 4 rounds, like as fast and hard as you can. Like that's probably honestly, that's probably like one of the best conditioning tools like you can do.
Bro, I can't wait next month when all of us fucking meet each other.
I know.
Oh,
That's
I
gonna
know.
be,
It's gonna be a good time, man. It's gonna be a good
yeah.
time. We'll
Oh,
have to check out
movie.
my we'll have to go to my family's restaurant, Ringside, the Italian restaurant. It's like it's based
Yeah.
off boxing, like the menus, like round 1, round 2, and it's like it's
Yeah.
just all boxing based. You go in there, you see pictures of my uncle and Duran, them together. You see
That's
pictures of
cool.
everybody else in there. It's
Yeah.
just all boxing themed.
Yeah,
And so what's your goal?
wait.
And so what's your goal, man? Because I'm glad you brought that up, man. Because the BIZZARRO name is so big in the boxing world, man. Do you feel like an added pressure, man, to kind of add to that legacy or supersede what previous family members have done?
I mean, there's a little bit of pressure because you want to live up to those expectations and, be on the level that, they were on. But I don't really feel no pressure because, I mean, my uncles and all of them, everybody that fought, they paved the way for me to be where I'm at and everything. And I got to give thanks to them and always take my hat off to them because if it wasn't for them, I really wouldn't be doing this right now. But at the same time, that's not what we wanted to get into boxing. When I walked into the boxing gym, it changed my life. And, so regardless from that, there's really there's not as much pressure as like people would think. But the times on myself, though, pressure of life and fighting and just wanting to succeed in the sport more, actually.
Yeah.
Just like wanting to do good, for myself. I put a lot more pressure on myself when it comes to it. Because I want myself, to build something for myself. So there's a lot more pressure on myself, I'd say.
I want to know right now, are you wolfing?
Yeah, man.
Last time I seen you, you look like this. You wolfing
Yeah,
right
no.
now.
No, I'm chilling in the AC. It's cold in here. I got the hoodie on.
You gotta throw a do-rag on that shit. You wolfing right now.
he's in camp mode. He's in camp mode. He's living primitive down there. He's living primitive.
Wolfing right now.
Yeah, I won't cheat on my barber, man.
And now what are your, I may have asked you this before, man, but like, what are your goals? Like, I ask a lot of young fighters this, man. You get a lot of young fighters who say, I want to capture gold at a lot of different weights. Or you get somebody like Terrence Crawford who focuses on a couple weights, but wants to become undisputed at those weights. What goals have you set for yourself in the sport?
I'd like to, I like to set short-term goals for myself, and then long-term goals too, as well. Short-term goals. I'd like to get ranked, win like a minor belt, get ranked within the next year and a half. But I'd like to become, world champion at 135, maybe defend it, and then move up to 140, capture a title there. And then honestly, my main goal is to become world champion, make a lot of money, invest my money, be smart with it, and just really just take care of my family. That's really what I want to do is, my main goal is to become world champion. What's that?
Huh?
You gonna invest that money in off the couch boxing? Bring us to Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the big trip. That's a big trip. But we start getting on them big cards, man. That's where we want to be, man. That's where we want to be. We're part of the entourage. We're part of the entourage. You're stuck with us now.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what it is. That's what it is, man. We're locked in.
We're locked in. We're locked in. Yeah. I mean, because it's only a matter of time, right? It's only a matter of time, like before you're going to be on undercards as long as you keep winning. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, you're going to be on undercards. Yeah. I mean, it's only a matter of time, man. You're going to be working your way onto amazing undercards, you know what I mean? And working your way up those cards.
Yeah.
I mean, right? That's the game plan.
The time is now.
That's the goal. Just full throttle. I mean, we're going to be, God willing, we'll be 12-0 and then from there, just fight in November in Erie and, see what opportunities, come to the table.
Yeah, so have you considered, like, you're fighting at 140, right? So, like, we're talking about, like, bigger name, like Keyshawn. Keyshawn got the belt at 140, right?
No, he lost it on the scale.
Oh, yeah, he lost it on the scale.
He had at 135.
I mean,
actually, on BoxRec, he still has the belt because he never defended it. They never fought. So I don't know if it's vacant or not, but it still has him as champion.
Yeah, that was at
So-
135 too. Yeah, but
Oh,
yeah,
35, right.
yeah, but he's
So we're talking about-
he's
So we're
outgrown that.
talking about Pollo, and right, Pollo and
Tiafimo.
Tiafimo, yup.
Yeah,
And
female, yeah.
Oma lost it, and was it Baranchek or he lost it?
No, Gary Antoine Russell's got one.
Yeah,
Yeah, Gary
A piece of
Antoine
140.
Russell.
right.
And then Rolly's got one. No. If Rolly's at Rolly's at welterweight now.
Well, he moved up.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Hard
even
to, like,
Devin Haney, he's at 47 now too.
Yeah. Which
But, like,
fucking
which
shout?
one of those guys? I guess is my question: is which one of those guys would be enticing to you?
Honestly, I think I want to go after somebody like if I was to pick one of those guys, I want to go after somebody like wait, how do you say his name? Alberto.
Alberto
Alberto
Puello.
Pollo.
Yeah.
I want to go after somebody like him at first, and then
Yeah.
you know what I mean, because his style, I can, somebody like that, I could see myself having no issue with, you know what I mean, and I'm pretty sure him and Gary Antoine, Gary Russell, they're unifying, aren't they?
Yeah. Man.
Pollo already won one.
I'm telling you, man, the Ring Magazine is announcing some juicy ones. Turkey Al Sheikh is going to work, man. November, we're going to see shout out my boy Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney. That's going to be a fucking good one, man. Holy
that's
shit.
gonna be a good one. Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight.
That's going to be a good one. And then David Benavidez, man, they just made him have to defend against Anthony Yard. I mean, everyone's criticizing the Anthony Yard fight, man, but nobody will fight Benavidez.
And Anthony Yard's still game. He's still game.
Very game.
He's game, but he's going to be easy work for Benavidez.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, everybody's been easy.
He'll stop him.
And now, where do you stand? On the big Canelo Crawford fight, man? Because I think the last time we talked, it was in the makings, but it wasn't actually fucking like a done deal. Now it's a done deal, man. Obviously, man, fucking, they always say, there's weight classes for a reason, man. You give Crawford any kind of a chance? Because I like to get your opinions when you're on here too.
I do, because he's just joking. So first off, I got Canelo. I want Crawford to win because, for one, I don't root against, for example, I'll always root for anybody from our country. You know what I mean? He's Mexico. This is that. I'm gonna root for my country.
Yeah.
So I want Crawford to win, but I have Canelo winning just because.
Me too.
It's a big weight jump. It's just a big weight jump. Canelo's been there. But there is what I can see Crawford, edging in this decision out though, because he's just different. He's just so different. Crawford is so different. I mean, just got that something about him. He can just that switch. He just gets in the mode,
switch dances and do everything the same way.
Yeah,
but I do feel like Canelo though in these press conferences. I do feel like, man, fucking Canelo's got a little bit of an extra chip in this fight, though, man. I mean, he looks more dialed in than he has in the last couple fights.
Last time it was a big one like this, it was Floyd, and he lost.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah. I don't know. And then some of those press conferences, they look weird, man. With Turkey and how they have the meetings and stuff and it's almost cultish, man. It's
right, it's like they're eating dinner together one night, and then we're supposed to believe that they're talking shit to each other the next day. I mean,
what happened overnight? What happened?
Yeah, what happened? Yeah, it seems awfully strange, man. It seems like and now where do you stand on because I know he took a lot of flack, man, for his comments, Turkey, about he doesn't want to see any more Tom and Jerry style fights and guys running around the ring, and there was a lot of fighters who kind of took umbrage with that and said, who is this guy to fucking tell us how we fight our fights? I get he doesn't want to see runners in there, man. But some guys, man, fucking movement's a big part of their fight.
Right now.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to win. If you gotta move, it's something. You're not there. You're not there to please the crowd. You're there to win at the end of the day. So, honestly, I mean, I respect what he wants. But as a fighter, I'm not gonna put myself in harm's way of losing and this, that, just to please you and make you happy.
Yeah,
if I gotta get on my bike and box and stick and move and make it one of those nights, I'm gonna do it. Everybody, gave Devin Haney shit. They gave Shakur shit. But hey, That's what you got to do to edge out a victory. It is what it is. So what if
Well,
it's
Crawford
boring?
kind
You
of
know?
checked him.
Well,
Crawford
well,
did kind. I did like that Crawford checked him a little bit and said, "Hey, man, no one's going to tell me how to fight, man. You know what I mean? No one's gonna
Yeah, no.
Ben did 90% of these fucking crowd or turkey out of shake ever fight in their life.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
no.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
don't tell
different when you get
somebody
in
what to
there.
do.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's so
It's like
different when
it's
you
like
get in there.
it's like, sorry, man, everyone's not going to get in there and give you a bloodbath and give you fucking Gaddy versus Ward. You know what I mean? Some guys just aren't built like that, and they're not going to put their bodies on the line like that. You know? I mean, they're just
Yeah,
not.
and
You know?
I'm there to win.
And
Just like
boxing's changed a lot more. Like you notice, like it's a lot more. Like if you look at fights from like the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, and stuff like that. Like this new century of boxing, it's a lot more technical. It's a lot, you know. You
yeah,
don't really.
it's the Floyd effect.
Yeah. So
Floyd kind of created.
You don't see as many wars as you did. You know.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't.
Gotti would be in a war and then be in a war his next fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. And so when will you? And so now, how much longer will you stay in camp before you head back to your neck of the woods?
So before I'm actually home for good, so probably like a week before the fight, I'll go home because right there just be all technical stuff, you know, light mitts, just shaking out, sweating out the last few pounds, and just going over the game strategy with my coach Drew, and you know, just tighten things up, work on drills, and all the technical stuff like that. So probably the last week before the fight, a week before August 2nd, and yeah, I'll head home and just wrap it up and close it out, and that's it.
And now, just to let you know, man, I went from 265 to 245, and I might be down more by August 1st. If there's any pullouts, man, Reckless Rex is ready, man.
Oh my God, bro! I'm ready.
Hey, we'll get you a dead man out in the parking lot.
Yeah, give
real
me a
quick,
dead man.
make your debut.
Yeah, find me a dead body.
Nah. We're in the entourage. Somebody needs to go in the parking lot. We're the first ones there.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. You can't get nowhere near the champ, man. Yeah, you can't get. Yeah. I mean, we got to act as the buffers, man. We're the buffers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do it to him.
And so we plan. And so our plan is definitely to get down there like early, man, and be a part of as much stuff as we can. As you said, I'd like to get some footage of like that, you know, that last day / night before the big fight or whatever, man. And obviously, we'd like to be down there at the weigh-in. You know what I mean? We want to be as part of as much stuff as possible, man.
Yo,
so
I'm
we plan on
tape, brother.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. I want to do a nice piece, man, that I can put on there, man. Because you know, man. I mean, because even though we said we fuck with you, though, man, it's not just about like liking you and fucking with you, though, man. But I really believe, man, that you are obviously going to go places in this fucking sport, man. And it'd be nice to document like how the journey started, or at least at the beginning of the journey. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we'll get like maybe like that day before weigh-ins. You know, I'm in the gym, kind of shaking out. You know, so you guys could, you know, if you guys are in town or whatnot, you know.
Yeah, well, we definitely plan on being down there, man. Like, what does Friday fall on? So the fight's August 2nd, man, but we plan on coming down there as early in the day, August 1st, that Friday, as we possibly can, man. We'll be on the road in the morning for sure.
Yeah, August 1st is the first Friday in August.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think weigh-ins are at 6 o'clock. Depending on what time the fights start at, I think weigh-ins are at 6 o'clock. So
Yo, do we get to walk up on the stage right behind you with my phone rolling while you're weighing in?
Oh yeah, you guys will be right there.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, great. Yeah, because
we want to get as much good shit as possible. Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, you guys will be right there.
And I certainly want to, I mean, it's really all about building like momentum with you, man. You know what I mean? Because like the more stuff that's out there on the internet, and I always say this when young fighters come on here, man, you know, it might not seem like when young fighters come on here, sometimes like they'll see like, oh, only 60, 70, 80, 120 people watch my episode. But you know, but then when you become a champion, then people want to go back and watch and find as much shit on you as possible. You know what I mean?
Right. And then this shit
not only that too, the channel's gonna grow itself. You know what I mean?
It is. Yeah.
It's going to grow itself. As time goes on, you keep getting more people on, and you're getting all these people up-and-comers on, and, you know, people like myself and others and that are making a name for themselves. As time goes on, you know, people are going to start seeing it. They're sharing it. Their fan base sees it. So the channel's going to grow itself, you know, and you guys are doing a great job with it.
Yeah, I'm already up. Yeah, I'm already up over 1,000.
Expecting us to be the people that would broadcast the shit, because me and him, we don't stop talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah, but like but like I said, even having guys with very few fights on, man, but even all the way up to like we've had Keyshawn on, we've had Shushu Carrington on. You know what I mean? Having those kind of guys on, man, those guys, like I said, they're gonna be world champions, man. You know what I mean? And then people go back and then they want to absorb everything they can. Shit, I love this fucking guy. I want to go back and find everything that I can on YouTube on this guy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and then this kind of stuff becomes like a treasure trove to people,
We had interviews of this guy fucking forever ago.
Yeah, it's like, holy shit, man. Look, man,
go back and look.
Yeah, it's like, look, here's an interview with this guy before his 12th fight when he was fucking down there looking like the Unabomber at fucking camp, man. Look where look where we found this interview, man. We pulled this interview out of nowhere, man. Like, where'd this come from?
Oh my God, you guys are too much.
Hey, listen though, man. I'm glad we got a chance to do this though, man. And I especially appreciate you doing it, man, because I really wanted to check your temperature on it, man, because I didn't want to interfere with nothing. I know you're down in camp and you're locked in.
Yeah, so no, it's all the time, man. Anytime you call me to be on or ask me to be on, I'll find the time for it. So
Yeah.
I appreciate it too.
Yeah, I certainly don't want to be taking you away from the training, dude, man. I don't know if I can live with myself if I was like, holy shit, man, maybe it's that interview we did that fucked him up during camp.
No,
it sucked.
I got my training in this morning.
Yeah, besides, man, there's no losing August fucking 2nd, dude. It's not even in the fucking cards. Not even in the fucking cards. Fucking forget about it, dude, right? And so, like, what do you know about this guy? In closing, man, like, what do you specifically, is there anything that, like, without giving away your game plan too much, man, like, are there anything that you've seen or honed in on or that the team has pointed out to you that you feel like you're going to be able to capitalize on without divulging too much?
So I go by off the most recent fight. I don't go by off of 6-7 years ago.
Right.
I go by off the last 3 fights because people change, people grow, people get better, people evolve. I watched his last fight and I low key feel like, well, no, I know I could beat both of them in this same night, and that's constantly, no disrespect, not trying to be cocky or anything. I could beat both of them in the same night, and
both of them go do spot in the same night.
Yeah, in the same.
Oh,
night.
okay.
That's confident. That's confident.
No.
That's
I respect it, though.
Yeah, me too.
Because they want to sit there and like I see from like the fight, and they're both just comfortable with one shot, and they were both accepting kind of like a silent agreement going on, where it's like, okay, I'll get mine off and you get yours off, and like, they were kind of like just matching each other's energy the whole time, but until whoever went first, and I just know that he's a blown up. I think he's like a super bantamweight. I'm like he's 5'4". I'm 5'11".
Oh man.
So, yeah, dismantling him.
Yeah, a lot of reach, and a lot of length, man. A lot of reach and a lot of length, man, for you.
Yeah, so he tries to mirror a lot of things that, like, he'll just try to match, and he's not going to be able to match my energy when I come out. My mom's always laid back, and I'm always relaxed. It's a feel-out round. We got 8 rounds to work. I'm always laid back and relaxed. Like, the first round, I download my information, and then I know what I need to do.
Well, it's funny that you were talking about 1 or 2 shots or whatever, because I've been working with my boy more recently on boxing and getting him kind of in tune with what's going on. And we spar. Like, I put the gloves on. I don't throw punches at him hard, but I let him hit me.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to teach him that it's not the first or the second one. It's when you extend and continue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you do like, that's where the damage is going to come. Like, you got to keep it going. It's not 1 or 2 shots. It's going to be 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. That last one, you want the last one to be the hardest shot too. Touch, boom, touch, boom,
Right.
and then tempo changes, all kinds of things. You might throw
it's like
one
that's
two kind of slower than the hook fast.
Yeah, it's like that's where Jake Paul's last fight was getting fucking criticized, and I saw a lot of boxers say, Jake's gotten better, man. But a lot of people are saying he's also one of those fighters who, as you said, it's like he gets his off. It's kind of like a your turn, my turn type of fight. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't really know how to counter or draw people in or do a lot of that deceptive stuff. He just gets his shit off. And then he don't really know what to do when the other guy's getting his shit off. He just kind of absorbs it, and then he goes back on the offense. It's just kind of like a give and take in his fights. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Oh, again.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really know yet. I mean, he's not really on that level yet, like where you can see the skills are polished yet. You know, I mean, respect that he's climbing through those ropes or whatever, man. But he's crazy,
bro. I mean, like I feel like Anthony right now at fucking 135 would beat Jake Paul.
I hope so. Like, yeah, I hope so.
He would beat
that weight difference. You know what I mean? No, just that weight difference.
But there's no skill from him. There's no skill.
Yeah. And plus, I mean, come on, what does he think he's doing, dude? Calling out Zerto and Jai Opatai, though. That's fucking insane, man. That's just insane.
Calling out Javante Davis for? Like I've seen you.
I know you can't. Yeah, right. You can't be calling out. You can't be calling out cruiserweights and then calling out lightweights. That just doesn't. Like, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good in a post-fight interview. That doesn't make you sound like the man when you're calling out a 200-pounders and 135-pounders. You know what I mean? Like, that makes you sound all over the board with it, man. You're calling out old farts. You're calling out fucking over-the-hill guys. You're calling out fucking current champions. It's like, make up your mind, man.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
I do think Jake does have the ability to become world champion. I'm going to tell you why, though. So, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., he really didn't have to do much to earn a title. It was kind of given to him, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You got money. If you have money in boxing, you have power.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. You could buy your way into the rankings. Definitely.
Exactly. Yeah. Pay for a sanction fee. Pay for a sanction belt. You get an opponent. Pay for the opponent. If you have money, you have so much power in this sport.
Yeah.
That's why people that are signed to big promotional companies, they're able to climb up a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Like me, I have a good team behind me, but at the same time, they have more backing into them, so they're able to grow quicker and stuff like that. Top rank, they have the best matchmakers, and I think the game. And they're able to get their guys to grow quicker. But Jake, he could buy himself into a world title shot. He can market himself.
Yeah.
People would pay for it. And I honestly could see him winning one. If he got somebody like when McAboo was champion and Badu Jack fought him and he stopped him, somebody like McAboo, he could beat McAboo. I could see with his training and the people he trains, I could see him beating somebody like that. You know what I mean? If he kept one of them, one of those cruiserweights, he has the ability.
I think he kind of knows who to stay away from. I think he kind of knows who to stay away from. Yeah, I think he knows who to stay away from, though, man, because I'm friends with Tommy Morrison's son, Kenzie Morrison, on Facebook, dude, who's always calling him out, man. But he seems to know who to avoid and who not to avoid. And shout out to Kenzie, because that's probably a good one for him to stay away from.
Yeah, and fucking shout out Ryan Rizicki, because that dude would fuck him up, too.
Yeah, stay away from Ryan Rizicki. Shout out to our boy Ryan Rizicki. Yeah, who unfortunately fucking was supposed to be on one of those Riyadh season cards, man. He was supposed to have the Badu Jack fight, actually, man. Had to pull out because of injury. He's a friend of the podcast, dude, man. But fucking Ryan Rizicki's a bad boy, man, for sure.
Fucking
my uncle had him matched with Noel, who fought Badu Jack. So my uncle had him matched with him on DK's card. My dog, that's how my uncle matches with Don, and things just fell out and it didn't work. But man, I was eager to see that fight, and I knew that was going to be a good fight.
Yeah,
and I really want to see Rizicki back in action because
me too.
That guy's just his mindset is just like he's like always talking about like war, like just nuts, like. You know what I mean? Like,
he's old school, man. Like for a young guy, when you ask him his favorite fighters, he'll say like Jack Dempsey. He'll say like old school fucking tough guys. You know what I mean? Like and he really lives like a Spartan. He lives like an old school warrior. You know what I mean? Like he just lives for the. You know what I mean? He doesn't give a fuck about names and belts. He just wants to fight. I mean, he said I've had him on a couple times, and he always says, "Man, if I had my way, dude, I'd fight once a month." You know what I mean? Like they did back in the old days. I just want to fight. You know.
He reminds me of like one of them fighters. Like I don't know if you guys know like too much, but like back in the day, they used to give fighters a shot of whiskey in between rounds.
Yes, yeah, he
Like
seems
them-
like one of those guys that would take a shot, like, and then go out there. Yeah,
and then go back out there just
yeah,
like he just, I love his energy and just the way he fights too. You
yeah.
know, when we talk about somebody that brings that excitement and pleasing fans, that's somebody that Turkey, you know, would
Yeah.
Front line,
you know.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
one thing that I do, and one thing I like about this interview is that because you are coming across so pixelated, so grainy, I love that you're down in camp. I love that this video
looks
is going
like
to
the
be
fucking Unabomber.
Yeah, you're dressed like the Unabomber, man.
Feels like Unabomber's on the phone right
Dude,
now.
I got
And
the
it's like you
cam.
got-
I got the camel on. See?
Yeah, and the sunglasses, and it looks like you're coming from some underground bunker, dude, and you're getting frozen, and your voice is crackling. But that's what I fucking love, man. I mean, like, this is like one of those, like, you know, coming from fucking camp. It's sparse. And I just want to show you, man. It's on the way in the mail, man. But when I come down to the fight, I'm gonna be going old school Hagler, man. This is what I got coming in the mail, man. That's the hat that's coming.
Yo, I love it, man.
Whoa,
I love it.
Yeah,
Did you-
remember
I love
Hagler
it.
wore those? I remember Hagler wore those all the
fucking. Are you blanked on me?
Huh?
Did you get two of them, or you blanked on me?
I'll send you the link.
Oh.
I'll send you the link.
So I don't
yeah.
know if you
Order
guys
one.
know.
Order
I don't
one.
know.
We're gonna go down there with our war hats. Yeah.
So I don't know if you
I'm
guys
telling you,
know.
man.
Quick fact: Marvin Hagler's trainer, Goody Petronelli, trained my father and my cousin John Boy.
Yeah, fucking Goody was one of the best, man. One of the best.
In Brockton, yeah, down there. My dad and they go away for camp down in Brockton at Goody's gym, and they stayed in an apartment across the street.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, Marvin Hagler would wear those hats fucking through the streets at 3 a.m, fucking jogging and screaming the war. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
old school Luther. And I'm starting to see those hats coming back right now, man. Those big red gaudy hats with the word war on them, man. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I see,
that's
I
how
see
we're-
a couple fighters wearing them around and stuff.
yeah,
We're
that's
gonna
how
have
we're gonna be
broadcast-
represented. Huh?
I said we're gonna be wearing them while we're broadcasting.
Yeah, we're gonna be wearing them when we're oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're gonna be wearing them when we're broadcasting. Yeah, for sure, man. All right, man.
Or-
Well,
And I'm gonna touch right back to it when I get the microphone in my hand. We talked with the Unabomber.
yeah, we talked with the Unabomber. Yeah. As a matter of fact, man, when he gets older, man, and he doesn't have the pretty boy looks no more, man, then he's gonna change his name to the Unabomber, I think.
There we go.
And he's gonna come to the ring dressed like that.
We gotta change my boss photo, man.
Yeah.
To this one, to a screenshot of this video.
Yeah, this video. Yeah, you absolutely use this look as your box rec, dude. I guarantee, man. If you use this picture, you might have a hard time getting fights, though, dude. I don't think anybody's gonna want to fuck with this dude right here, man.
Oh, man.
Fucking send one through FedEx.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, but listen, man, I appreciate you, man, taking the time out from camp, man. We'll definitely be in touch in the next couple weeks as we solidify the plans, man. But we're pumped, man. We're psyched to come down there, man.
We are.
I'm excited to meet you guys, and I'm excited for, you know, just the energy, everything. It's up there, so.
Oh, we'll bring the energy.
You know,
We'll bring the energy for sure.
It'll come quick. We got 4 weeks. 4 weeks left. It'll come quick. That 4 weeks.
Oh yeah, man. We'll turn up, man.
Oh yeah, bro. We're about to be dapping up sooner than later.
Yeah, man. We're turning up, man. Yeah, we're turned up, and you know, and I don't want the gesture to go unmentioned, man. We appreciate the opportunity, man, because this is new territory for us. But this is a nice thing to put on the resume, man. You know what I mean? Like, we've done the podcast, man. Like I told you in text messages last night, I've watched so many hours of fights, man, that I feel like I know what's supposed to be said when you're commentating fights, man. But it is still a nice opportunity.
Yeah.
But I do feel like, and I wasn't trying to sound cocky, but I do feel like it'll be kind of effortless. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, and you guys know, and then you guys are commentating the MMA too, and you know, Benji, you watch UFC and stuff. So
I watch UFC all the time, bro. I just watched the fight the other night.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. You guys know what you're doing. You guys got it. I did it for the first time. My buddy Sean Wiggins fought. He fought Dakota Linger and he knocked him out.
Yeah.
And if you know Dakota Linger, he stopped Jose Vargas. He stopped Kurt Scobie. And man, that was it was a 10-round fight. It was a 4-round war. And I was commentating the fight, and I was trying not to sound biased because that's my boy. I was in camp with them, and I just had to, you know, it was like back and forth. Like I wanted to rip the headset off, like, you mother, you know.
Yeah.
But I had to keep that. I had to stay, you know, calm because that's my, you know.
Yeah.
I'm doing a job.
You're trying to stay neutral. You're trying to stay neutral. Yeah, I get it.
remember old school WWE with that one guy with the cowboy hat and that other guy, and they were just like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, JR.
Like,
Yeah, JR.
That's
Yeah.
how me and him are gonna be.
Yeah, JR would get crazy, and it is kind of hard because we're obviously there, man, and we're firmly in your camp or whatever, man. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna try to stay as neutral as possible, man. It's it's hard because we are obviously rooting for you, you know what I mean? But
Just have fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be
talk the real shit that's happening and have fun.
Yeah,
exactly.
And make it lit.
You guys will enjoy it.
Yeah. We're looking forward to it, man. Listen, man, I appreciate it, man. I love catching up with you, man. You know, you always have a platform here throughout your whole career, man. For as long as we're doing this, man, you always got a home here, man. And we'll definitely be in touch in the next couple of weeks, man. But get yourself in shape, man. Best of luck, man.
I appreciate you. We'll talk. We'll be talking.
All right, man. We'll talk to you soon, brother.
Boxing is Team BIZZARRO.
Yeah, absolutely. Always, brother. We'll talk soon, my friend.
All right, guys.
Later, my friend. All right. Later, brother. Yeah, you too, man. Much love, man. Later. There he goes, folks. Our boy.
Yeah, can't even not bring back an interview with that dude. Like, come on. I need to be here. I need to be here to talk to that dude.
And I love that one came across sparse and crude and pixelated and fucked up. But he is down in camp. He turned the camera around.
A bomber, bro.
He turned the camera around, man.
Perfectly.
I mean, he literally turned the camera around and he showed me his digs. He's literally like in a sparse room, fucking like with a single bed, a TV, and you literally walk right out and he's in the gym.
Yeah, Unabomber.
Yeah, he's literally got like ellipticals and bikes in a boxing ring, like right outside his door, right outside the door. Yeah,
I'd never be able to go to sleep.
So he's ready, man. And just to recap it, man. Like just to recap it,
I'm about to get off this and I'm about to go do some shit right now.
Just to recap, man. Pretty boy. I'm sorry, Anthony BIZZARRO, man. 135 pounders. Although I think he's fighting this one. I think he said before you got in here that his opponent called up and wanted to make the fight at 140. So I think it's going to be at 140, even though Anthony usually fights at 135.
He did make that when I was in here.
So he said right now he's walking around probably like a super welterweight, man. But he's got a month. He's got 4 weeks to knock off 15 pounds, which is a piece of cake. If an old fart like me, man, can knock off fucking 20 plus in about 6 weeks, piece of cake for him, man.
No problem.
Yeah, no problem at all, man.
Yeah, we can't wait.
Yeah,
I'm fucking.
Yeah, so super excited. I guess if you're in the, and you can look it up on BoxRec and find the exact city. I believe it's Erie, Pennsylvania. If you're in that neck of the woods, man, and you're coming to the live show, Off the Couch Boxing will fucking be in the building, man, commentating, man, for sure.
Building.
Yeah. The night before, we will be at the weigh-in. If you're familiar with Anthony BIZZARRO's family's fucking restaurant, I believe he said, what's it called? Ringside?
Yes.
So,
yep.
I mean, you can catch us maybe out on the night of the town the night before, you know what I mean? Like, we'll be around, man. If you're a viewer, if you're a subscriber, if you're in that area, man, come to the fights, come say hello, you know what I mean? Like, we'll fucking be there, man. Our first foray into commentating, which Pretty Boy has afforded us the fucking, like, the opportunity to be able to do, which is a cool thing to do.
And we're all the way ready.
That's new territory for us. I'm going to be watching fights. I already told him last night I'm going to be watching fights in the next couple of weeks as I go to bed, just in my own head on the nights that my wife works overnights. I'm commentating. I already told him I have already started a little bit, doing a few rounds here and there at a time, man. I'm jacking the volume down on my phone. I'm calling action. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tap into my inner Jim Lampley.
That's what it takes.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're extremely excited, man. That's our guy right there, man. Pretty Boy Anthony BIZZARRO, man. We've Off the Couch Boxing is fully thrown our support behind him. We tapped in, as he said, man. We before you got in here, he was saying some very gracious things about how our relationship formed, and now we've really tapped in, man. And he's shown the platform a lot of love, and we've shown him a lot of love, man. And it's been a very organic relationship that has developed, man. It's extremely nice. He's a great young guy, man. All kidding aside, man. I mean, we were joshing him, and it's like as soon as he got on here, I fucking said, he said, yeah, I'm a super welterweight right now. I told him, man, fucking go get that weight off, fat ass. But he's got a good sense of humor, man, and a great head on his shoulders. And I believe from watching years and years of boxing, man, that he's destined for great things. He's got the pedigree. The BIZZARRO name in boxing is fucking super fucking big down there. He's going to do big things.
This is Frank Benji's signing off.
Yeah.
Your show. I'm out.
Yeah, you sign off, man. All right. There goes Benji's.
and then you finish off your show.
All right.
There he goes. There goes Benji's right there, man. And yeah, a nice little guest cameo appearance from Benji's, man. It's been a minute, man, but he's always going to pop in here and show support when it's our boy, pretty boy Anthony BIZZARRO down there in camp. Excuse any of the technical issues, man. I think Anthony's audio came across great. There were moments when he's pixelated, and maybe the video got a little grainy, but he is down in camp, man. He's locked away in his bunker, if you will, down in the gym, as he said, down in, I think he said York, Pennsylvania. He's down there, man. He's out in it right now, man. He's in the midst of training camp right now, preparing for his fight August the 2nd. So again, if you're in the Erie, Pennsylvania area, check out Anthony BIZZARRO. Go to his box rec, go to his Facebook page, go to his Instagram, wherever you can find him. Details will be on there about his upcoming fight. If you can get there in person, all the better. Me and Benji's will be down there doing audio commentary, man. So we are looking forward to that. And like I said, we will be down there for that whole weekend, man. So if you're out and about, if you're in that area, man, if you're a viewer, if you're a subscriber, man, come out to the show, man. Come say hello. We won't be hard to find. And we're really, really looking forward to it. So with that being said, now I'll do my shameless, and I do mean shameless, promotional shtick, if you will. Make sure to like and follow Off the Couch Boxing on Facebook. You'll get updates on new episodes, when they're dropping, who will be on those episodes, and any other big pertinent boxing news. If it's popping off in the fight game, your boy Reckless Rex will have it up there, man. If it's newsworthy, big fight announcements, fight results, breakdowns, analysis, predictions, viral videos, anything. Something jumps off at a weigh-in, in a press conference, man. Anything. I'm keeping my audience in the loop. It'll be up there, man. Go check it out, man. Off the Couch Boxing on Facebook. And of course, if you're here tapped in right now, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and make sure to smash that notification bell to stay tapped in, man. You know what we do here, the most amazing and real boxing conversations anywhere on planet Earth. We're all over the board with it. You never know what we're going to talk about. Boxing is always on the docket, but who knows what direction we'll move in, man. We talk about all of it on here, man. Never know what direction we're going to go in, man, but it always comes back to this great sport of boxing that we all love and appreciate. So again, that's truly what makes us the undisputed, undefeated heavyweight champion of boxing podcast. And please go check out the playlist. There is literally, like I always say, something for everybody. The content is absolutely amazing. We've ran down so many amazing guests. As I said, if you're into the OGs, if you're into the legends, there's plenty of episodes on there with legit bona fide boxing legends. And of course, plenty of young rising stars in the sport, future champions, young men that are carrying the torch and progressing the sport well into the 21st century and beyond, man. These are guys that are just going to be literally ambassadors for the sport, and guys that are going to be your future huge names in the sport. So give those guys support, give those episodes a listen, learn about these guys, find out who they are, follow their careers, find your new favorite fighters, man, because they are on that playlist. A lot of great young men on there. So, again, tap in, stay tapped in. And again, that's why we are the undisputed, undefeated heavyweight champion of boxing podcast. And the good news is your boy Reckless Rex is going to hip you to the fact that you too can be a champion. And it's very simple. All you got to do is continue to stay tapped in to Off the Couch Boxing and continue to roll with the champs. Peace.